Hi. Since we're starting on the stop motion project, what I'm going to wind up doing is I'm going to show you how to bring in um, individual files from your camera. So I'm assuming that you know how to do basic file transfer from a memory card off your machine and get like a number of files that have numbers in sequence. So I'm kind of assuming that. I'll try to get a few more tutorials out for you, and then I'm gonna try to get some tutorials on using iMovie. iStop Motion, and I'm also going to put out some information on camera shots and lighting. And so the thing is that I really need you to watch those, and I'll put those in my I'll put those in with the I'll put them in with everything else. But those are a little bit long to go and do all of that. So being that, so what happened for now, we're getting started on this thing that I'm calling the fun project. And then really all it is the fact that that I just want you to have fun, try to communicate something that was sort of fun for 60 seconds. Try different techniques. Have fun. Show me that you're having fun. So what I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to bring in a number of files from a stop motion JPEGs, put them in sequence, and put them back out. It should be pretty easy. So all you really do is you just make a new project. So, and there's one or two little things that you have to do that's a little tricky, but that's all. I'm just going to call this candy, and that should be all fine. It's going to be at high definition. I'm going to do that. That's fine. And we should come up here. So the first major thing you need to do is do this. Actually, I'm going to make a sequence. I use this ARRI 1080p 24. That's fine. But the thing that you need to do more than anything else is you need to go down here to, let's see here. I always have to scroll down through it to figure out what it is. Okay. Yep. Okay. This is for timeline. So, before you do anything, determine on the whatever what you're going to do. Is that if you're going to do it on the threes, make sure that things come in. Make sure that if every frame that you do is going to be three frames, set it as such. If you're going to do 12 frames a second, make it 2. If you're going to do it if you're crazy enough to do it on the ones, do 1. So in this case, actually, let's see. I think that I did it on the threes. So I'm going to say that my still image default duration is 3. And so that's it. And then also, just a few things that are here that also like these transitions. This is like 25 frames, 1 second, all these things. So you just want to make sure that you know that this stuff is here. So at this point, we're fine. And I like to work in editing, the editing workspace. We can go and bring in our files. I have, I think, I think from the sequence that I have, I think I have about 110. So this will show about 100. I have about 110. Let's see here. About 110 files. I think it's, what is it? Yep, that's it. Okay, so I can bring all of this in, and I'll just open up options, and I'm going to show you both ways. See, what you could do is that you could click 0 and say, hey, guess what? This is an image sequence. That's kind of interesting. And then guess what? The cool thing is that that brings it in as a clip. You don't have to do much of anything. And I'm going to change sequence settings. Watch what happens. That's it. Boom. Really simple, people. Or let's try the hard way. I'm going to take this out. But remember, if you have everything and they're all numbered correctly, you can just bring it in as an image sequence. Make sure that you have your frames set up properly, and you're done. You're just like ready to go. Okay, minor emergency. Could you do me a favor? Can you unload that? Okay. So here's how you. One of my robots fell off the wall. So what I'll do is this. I'll bring this all in and not as an image sequence. Watch what happens. It'll work out okay, but you have to select everything. And you see, the same thing will happen. Not really. Not so good. Anyway, let's scroll down in. See what's happening here? Let me see here. Yeah, you have to kind of make sure that everything. Oh, I know what's going on. See, you know what? Here's the thing, is that it's you would have to have the numbering at the beginning with everything else. So that's the reason why you want to click image sequence. So, and then if you want, let's just go back and bring everything in as an image sequence, right? And let's just select everything, open options. You don't select everything, that's the thing. Okay, here we go. Image sequence, import. Boom, there's your clip. And then let's export it. And I'm going to do H.264. It's all good, and I'm going to just say sequence 1. I'm going to put in my candy folder, and there's no audio, so forget that. Use maximum render quality, and then I'm just going to export it. Let's go into the candy folder, and there you go, and that's it. Okay, so that's all there is to this. I'm going to give you a YouTube of shooting things with stop motion, shooting things with SLR, some lighting, and some movie shots. Along with this, watch all of these. These are your lectures, and we'll talk tomorrow about. We'll talk tomorrow and Thursday for whichever class you're in. About this idea of what fun is. It's really kind of interesting that a lot of students were asking me, can we see an example of fun? And I'm saying, really? Well, it's like, okay. Well, there were some that were sent, and I'll give you some examples of just some interesting things. I just want you to play with some stuff. I want you to do a project that you kind of own, that you have some fun with, and that you take ownership of. Honestly, I want you to come up with your own thing, and let's put it this way: what do you want? I don't want anything. There's nothing that I particularly want. I want you to make something that's interesting. That's it. So, and he goes, oh my God, what is that? I was like, well, get out your camera and start shooting some things, or get your friends together and start experimenting. And so this is not a project that is something like saying, make a car go across a scene in 10 seconds and do 3 loops. However, I will tell you one last thing, is that I will do an assignment over the weekend that you do make something go across the screen, do like a little turn or flip or something, then go off the screen, like maybe 2-3 seconds. And then you hand that in. That's basically your basic competence assignment. And that's it. So, okay, thanks a lot. And we will see you the rest of this week.